Professional cricket is coming to the United States. The inaugural match for Major League Cricket, it's set to air today. The league, which was initially meant to debut in 2021, was shut down due to the COVID pandemic. It's now coming back for its first season. Hosted out of stadiums in Texas and North Carolina, Major League Cricket will span 18 days, have 19 matches, and will show the best of the best from 6 different professional cricket teams. We're joined by someone who believes cricket will crack into the U.S. audience. That is Washington Freedom owner, that's one of the new teams, as well as founder and chairman of Infinite Computer Systems, Sanjay Govil. Thank you so much for being here, Sanjay. It's pretty cool. It's not every day that you see a new sport and a new professional league come to fruition. So how did this happen? How did the league come together? How did you get involved?
So obviously, first of all, thank you so much for having us and promoting cricket in the U.S. We are very excited. We have been at this for many, many years. U.S. does have a history of cricket. There used to be a Philadelphia Cricket Club in the 1800s when cricket was semi-popular in the U.S. And for the last 15, 20 years, there have been a lot of cities and leagues where cricket is actually played. And this was the time when we felt that we have an opportunity for a major league cricket league and to have the Washington Freedom team based right here in Washington, D.C.
And so when we think about the makeup of this league and what's going to make it successful, what does the first season, 2 seasons, what do you believe that has to hold? What does that have to entail in order for it to get off to a booming start?
I think awareness, being on Yahoo Finance today, that's one step towards that. There's already a lot of buzz which is being created. Most of our matches, if not all, are sold out. Considering the fact that, we only got going in terms of ticket sales about a month back. So there's a lot of excitement, a lot of buzz, and it's leading to numerous things. Next year, the World Cup is happening, the T20 World Cup. U.S. is one of the home grounds for that. And then 2028 Olympics, hopefully cricket will become part of that. So there's just a lot of excitement, and our goal is to create that buzz, create that, what people want, give a product, bring world-class stars, and also the most important thing is to promote U.S. cricket.
As we talked about, for now, the teams are going to be playing in just a couple of locations. If people are not there, how can they watch these cricket matches? How is the sort of airing rights worked out?
Sure. So in the U.S., we are telecasting on Willow TV and also on CBS. A few games are coming on CBS. And then we have media partners across the world. So we're going to have a substantial number of people watching. 2.5 billion people who watch cricket or big fans of cricket across the world. Second most popular sport in the world after soccer. So we see a huge opportunity. And we see a lot of passion already happening in terms of cricket.
So that's really interesting, Sanjay. So you're expecting not just to benefit from people who are cricket fans in the U.S., but globally who are interested in this league. Are you drawing on the people who are playing in these leagues? Are they also members of cricket teams across the globe?
Absolutely. I would say most of them have played or are playing for their countries today. And not only that, we have players who have played in the Indian Premier League and other leagues across the world. So these are really, really household names who we have here in the U.S. So we are very honored and privileged that in our very first year, we have the quality of players who have come. And we are really, really excited to see that. And the American audience is really, really excited to see those players play because we've only seen them on TV or if we have gone to countries where they're playing. But now to have them come to the U.S. and play here is really a big thing for us.
Talk to us about the fan experience. I mean, when people go to a sporting event, they want to be close to the players. They want to have that access into them. They want to be able to watch them from wherever as well if they can't go to the match. So what does that fan experience look like?
That's a very good question. So we are actually building a stadium at George Mason University, and just to answer the previous question in terms of where they can watch, right now is Dallas and Morrisville, which is near Raleigh, but we are building stadiums across the country. DC is going to have a stadium in the George Mason University campus. George Mason is the biggest university, public university in Virginia, and the fan experience is going to be all around what we as Americans enjoy, which is, fast-paced, no more than 3 hours, go in there, have our hot dogs, hamburgers, beer, cheer the teams, have a good time, and family-oriented and kids-oriented. So that's the kind of experience we want to have around our matches.
I noticed that when I look at the owners here, and Satya Nadella of Microsoft is another, his team's called the Seattle Orcas. Cricket is huge in India, and obviously you guys are Indian Americans. How do you, and it so has a huge cultural importance there as well. How do you sort of broaden the appeal? I mean, you're talking about it in American terms. It has some of the, as a sport, it has the same appeal as a baseball or some other sports like that. So how do you sort of broaden that appeal?
We broaden them by making them more aware. I mean, whenever I talk to people who have grown up here, the good news is that they've all heard of cricket, which is great. And there's been a lot of cross connects between the U.S. and cricket-playing countries. There's a big immigrant population which has actually come here. Their children go to elementary schools, junior school, high schools, colleges, universities. They talk to their friends about cricket. So cricket is a known thing. The stigma which cricket had was, oh my God, it's 5 days long, blah, 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 blah. But there's a shorter version, which is the 3-hour version, which we are playing here now. So we just have to expand on that. Pickleball, for example, has really caught on just in a matter of 2 or 3 years. And we feel that we have a very good product, and we feel that, we can really expand the reach of what we have.
Wow, cricket, the next pickleball. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, that would be great for you guys. Pickleball has grown very quickly. Sanjay, what a pleasure to talk to you. Really fun stuff. And we'll be watching the matches. Washington Freedom owner, as well as Infinite Computer Systems founder and chairman, Sanjay Govil. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you for your time and giving us this opportunity to promote cricket.
Of course. Take care.